Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you a masterpiece by Akiba Rubinstein which he played against George Rodalev. In this game, he didn't even need the queen to win, so let's get right to it. So here, Rodalev opened by d4, which is the usual move, and his opponent Kiba responded by d5. And after knight f3, e6, I don't know which opening this is, but I think it's the French. No, it might not be the French. But e3, c5. And this game was played in 1907, so it was back in the day. So after c4 here, trying to just, if he takes, then yeah, Roteo is the one who benefits from this move. Roteo, remember, is playing using white, and after knight to c6, knight to c3, knight f6, t takes c5 is played. Roteo now takes because he wants to trade off in the center and also gain an advantage. So Akiba accepts the trade, and after a3, here there are moves like b4, and here what Roteo is trying to do is to have this bishop fianchettoed on b2. So that's what happens. a6 is played, then e4, bishop d6, then the bishop is developed. Then here, Akiba castles. So here, Rubinstein's plan, you're actually going to see it later. Here, Rubinstein only has one piece that's not developed. But after queen to d2, then queen to e7, because here, what Akiba is planning is to put the rook in the center. And after bishop to d3, now white is completed its development, is ready to castle. Here, g takes c4 is played. Why is Akiba opening the center? Because after bishop takes c4, b5, kicking out the bishop, the rook comes into the center. And you already see what the target is. Yes, this switch over there. So after queen to e2, getting out of the center, bishop to b7 is played. So they now both have bishops fianchettoed. But here, because white hasn't castled, you are going to see what Rubinstein is playing. So knight takes effect castles, knight e5, knight takes e5, bishop takes e5. And now I think you know what this means. This bishop has got a very open scope. And you know what happens when bishops have got open scopes in open games? It's going to be devastating for white. So the avalanche starts to come. F4 trying to defend because these two bishops were way too powerful. And here the bishop retreats. Then here what Roteleo is trying to do is to cover the center because these bishops won't be able to scope down to the king here. But it's all in vain because after rook ac8, here this knight is a target soon. You are going to see why that rook is going there. e5, here that's where the blunder happens. What you are supposed to do was just to cover the center from these two deadly bishops. In this position, Stockfish is saying that Rubinstein still has an advantage, but for a normal human being as black, I think you have a difficult time playing this position. But Rubinstein was one of the best players of his time, which was in the 1900s. So e5, kicking out the knight, and check comes. Now the trouble comes. Here, what I would have done if I was Rodleo, I would block with the rook. But you know what? It becomes stingy. And now the knight comes. Like, this is a free knight. This is a free knight. But if you take the knight, there's rook takes d3. And now the rook is developed. And the rook is now in the game. It's going to start causing trouble. And this knight is in double trouble. So he didn't take. Instead, he played bishop to e4, blocking this bishop. Was, if you actually notice it, this bishop was now directly attacking the king. So by blocking, it thought that the trap was over until here in this position, his opponent just says queen here. Oh, I just missed the move. I was about to spoil, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like a special move, but if you actually look at it, if bro just takes, yeah, it's checkmate. Notice that. So here now Rotlewi needs to now focus on this queen, and it does the right thing. And this is where the game starts to get interesting, because after fish, rook takes c3. This is considered as a brilliant by Stockfish. Why is it a brilliant move? Because here, if you actually notice, the defender of this bishop is gone. And here, the queen is gone. Bro decided to sacrifice his rook because he doesn't need the queen anymore. But why are you saying? What are you saying? Why doesn't he need the queen anymore? Because of rook d2. Yes, rook d2 here. And there's trouble. If the queen tries to run away, it's mate. So here the queen has no choice but to take. But you're just saying, and the flames over. No, you're wrong. Check. Yeah, this is a very deadly position, to be honest. And when the queen went to block, rook h3 was played. And here, Rodlewi resigned because this was just too good for him. This was just too good. Just imagine you being white, being sandwiched. Bro didn't even take the queen. Bro didn't even take the queen. Bro didn't even take back the queen. Instead, his position was just too good. He just had to play here. And whether you like it or not, checkmate is inevitable. Because here, there's no way to stop checkmate. It's mate in 3 according to the engine. So guys, if you enjoyed this game, if you want to know about another interesting game, click on the video showing up on your screen right now.